Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sazang Ji, welcome to the Sikh channel and the Sikh Youth Show, which is each and every Wednesday from 9 till 10 o'clock. We have a fantastic show for you today. We've got a great panel here of guests and audience here of young Naujawan who have all come together to talk about the 1984 rally, which is this Sunday, and to remember what happened in 1984 to the Sikh Panth. First of all, let me introduce my panel today. We have Kulvinder Singh from Guru Har Gobind Sahib Gurdwara in Coventry. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We have Jagmeet Singh from
Panth Party.
Panth Party. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We have Kabir Singh from Sikh Youth UK. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And we have Gagan Singh from Sikh Youth UK. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. First of all, guys, I just want to do an announcement about what's going on Sunday. So there's a remembrance rally which is taking place in at Hyde Park, where all the Sanghats getting together, and this is arranged by the FSO, and they've been doing this for 33 years, ever since the attack happened on Sri Harmandir Sahib, Akal Takht, and to the Sikh Qaum in 1984. They do it, and what a way to do it is to bring the community together, the youth together, you know, to send that message and spread that message of what's going on out there. So Sahad Sangat, it's really important that you get in touch with your local Gurdwara, you know, and all the Naujawans here, we're doing a humble binti, get in touch with your local Gurdwara. If they haven't booked a coach, do so. We're going to do a few announcements today to say where the coaches are going from. We're going to be talking about what activities are going on this week to build up to the rally, because it's not just about one day. The month of June is so special to the Sikh Panth. We remember these sacrifices, not just for one day for the year. The rally is just one day, but in June we do so many events to try and remember what happened in '84 and educate and let the wider people, wider community know what is going on. Some people in our own Punjabi Sikh community still don't understand what was going on at the time, and it's really, really key that we go attend to this rally and from there build upon it in your own areas to educate the local Sangat. So I want to bring in the panel straight away because we need to, everyone's got so much to say. So guys, Kulvinder Singh, you've attended the rally before. We'll give your thoughts to the Sangat.
So yeah, I've attended the rally for as long as I can remember, since I've come into Sikhi, and every year we go there, and it's a fantastic experience because all the Sikh community come together, Sare Ekattar ho jande from the UK, and we all get together and we feel very proud to be together to remembering our shaheeds. And that's what it's about, remembering the shaheeds. We're not going out there just to say we want this, we want that, because at the end of the day, who's going to give us our justice and our peace? Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has already given us all the equipment that we need to take what is ours. But the fantastic thing I think about the rallies, and for a lot of people that go there probably thinking maybe I don't want to go, maybe I want to go, I'm not sure, I've never been before. I think it's very good to go. Last year I went, and I remember listening to a guy from he was from Ireland, and when he came down he did a talk, and he talked, and the language he used, the words he used hit home to me, because I thought these are the words that we need to be using to justify, to take to the larger audience out there. Because when we talk about 1984, just a Sikh Holocaust, oh, we got killed, loads of people got attacked, a holy place got killed, but we don't have the right terminology. And some of those people, they reminisce of the same events in their dharam, in their countries, and when it happens to them, and they're educated when they come across with those words. I learned a lot from that last one, the Irish shepherd talking about what happened in Ireland, how it had been taken over, how there'd been a potato famine, and you know how so many people be starved to death. And he goes, we feel the same thing. Yeah. You know what happened to the Sikhs, the same things had already happened to us, and we've been. And those words that he used, imperialism, genocide, all those kind of words were hitting home, and thinking these are the words that we need to understand and educate our children. And say, look, this is legit. It was a legitimate genocide where Sikhs were massacred on a governmental organisation. It was unjust and unfounded to say that, oh, the Sikh government, and the common thing Punjabi people would say, oh, santo tege Sikh karku sige, But now we have learned from documentation, and this I learned as well by attending the rally, that there's a person there from the British government who's in the historical archives, and when he went through it, he found a document that actually the British government had sent the SAS over in January of 1984 to go and investigate and advise the Indian government of if they were to attack Harmandir Sahib, how they would do that, what strategy they would need, what they would need to avoid, and what they would be able to do. So we then learned from these documents that it was well planned beforehand, before even Sant Jarnail Singh Ji had gone into Akal Takht Sahib and gone into Harmandir Sahib. So therefore these accusations were unfounded, and there's evidence out there.
Definitely.
So we learn a lot just by attending the rally.
These documents have been released over the last few years, and I believe even like some of the political parties have been mentioning this over there, like putting it in their manifesto as in present, which is so good to highlight what the Sikh issues are. And you know, it's really interesting to see. It took so long, but the documents did get released, and you know, it's really key that these political parties do stand. And Jagmeet, obviously, when we're talking about politics, we're going to bring you in from the Panth Party. Obviously, these political views are from, I believe, from a different party, which are putting in their manifesto. But, you know, as a political guy, you know, you're standing in Wolverhampton. How do you feel about these sort of issues? And, you know, as the Panth, you know, we do deserve justice. And this is what it's about. The rally is about the truth, the justice, and the freedom. You know, 1984, everyone knows these three key words. This remembrance rally is remembered by them. So, you know, to get these documents, to find out it was pre-planned and whatnot, we really need to ask questions.
First of all, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Baji, you're 100% right that it is good that these political parties, and just to clarify, it's not the Conservative Party. They actually don't care whatsoever. As you know, when Boris Johnson had that gaffe where he, you know, talked about whiskey in a Gurdwara Sahib, he was actually asked about these documents specifically, and he is one of these people that are actually well positioned to, if he wanted to, further investigate and actually get to the truth. And it's quite funny the language he used. He said some things like, well, we think there's nothing else, so there's really no point investigating. And he kind of like made it sound like he doesn't have any power and they've done their best. But there was no definitive answers. There was no, we've got to the truth, we've given you the truth. It was more like, sanu pata nahi hega, aapa hon ki kariye, you know. In regards to Labour, who are the political party that's actually made it part of their manifesto, which came out a couple of weeks ago, I commend them for doing that. That's very good. But in my personal view, I think it's a little too late, not enough either. Reason being is those documents weren't released willingly. They happened to come out by law under the 30-year rule. So the government had to release them. And like Bhai Sahib Ji said, it was actually somebody on our team, on our side, someone that cares about the Panth, that went investigating, reading everything, and actually brought this knowledge forward. Almost immediately, the British government suppressed all the documents. It was unprecedented. It's never happened before in history, where they actually, the documents they legally obliged to release, they suppressed, and then when they did release them again, they released them in not their entirety. And then what I'm really disappointed is like with the government narrative of, yes, we did help Indira Gandhi attack the Sikhs at Harmandir Sahib, but we only sent an SAS officer to advise months in advance. Now, the SAS officers are the most highly trained officers within the British forces. And these people, when they go over to, they don't send Joe Blogg off the street or Pendu. They send like somebody high class, high up there. And that's the dangerous part. They're downplaying everything, which to me, I think for me, the first step is just to get to the truth. And I don't see this anymore as just a Panthic issue, which 100% is a Panthic issue, 100% is for our Qawm. But at this point, 3 years on, it's actually a British civil liberties issue, because the government's actually suppressing information from not only the Sikh Panth, not only our Qawm, but every single British human being that's paying their taxes to the government. So I encourage anybody from any different background, from any different religion, to actually get out there and ask your government why we're not being told the truth. And what this really highlights for me is, what else is the government hiding from its citizens, you know? So for us, I really do want to tell everybody that's listening right now, please do go and support this rally. We've been doing it for 30 plus years.
33rd year now.
Yeah, 33 years.
33rd
But
year.
the thing is, it gets bigger every year. We engage with more people. As you all know, everything's 13 bases of Sikhi. They've actually got these really, really good leaflets. And you can go onto their Dropbox, you find it on their website or their Facebook page, and it's a 1984 leaflet. And, you know, it's very informative, even for our Arm Sangat and anybody else, because it tells you the myth, what they say about 1984, and what the truth is. So what you can do is you can print them off. We'll bring some down to the Sangat. Arm Sangat's going to have some, and you can read that and like even give them out to people. So once this problem becomes the problem of the common British man, then overnight almost we're going to get a solution to it.
That's brilliant. So like we've got Basics of Sikhi leaflets that are going to be at Hyde Park, so collect them, get in touch with that organisation, the organisation Basics Sikhi. You can find them all over social media. They've got leaflets prepared. Do the seva, give that prachar out to the wider Sangat, wider community, drop them off so people understand what happened in 1984. This is what it's about, us engaging with the wider community. Not in the rally. Let's get back to the rally. Like the Singhs are here. You've got the T-shirts on as well. Bring you in. The T-shirts are available. Just let the Sangat know where they're available from.
The T-shirts are available from Sikh Youth UK. We basically £10 goes to all the Shaheed Parivar, so it's all to a good cause. I'd recommend all of you to wear one if you're coming to the rally. Even if you're not coming to the rally, please do support the cause, because obviously they're the ones that need the help, the support. They're from Garib families. We should do all that we can to support them. Also, touching on what two parties have said here, from a youth perspective, it's very important that we educate the youth about what actually happened, because Indian propaganda has made it clear that obviously the elders have got warped views about Santji, why he was in the calling terrorist, etc. So it's very important we come there, we all join together, show our support there. We can see in the last week actually in the media with KP Gill actually. Certain Bollywood stars are still supporting these guys, and then our youth are still going to the cinema supporting, watching these films. Amitabh Bachchan as well. You know, not just Amitabh Bachchan, there's Sajjan Kumar, Jagdish Taitla in high government positions still, and are still very highly respected in India. I mean,
and
these
they've
guys,
got massive followings.
Yeah,
they've got massive followings. And you know, it's just to show that people follow them, like as you touched upon KP Gill. Let's talk about this last week. KP Gill died,
yeah,
and at the end of the day, he passed away. He killed generations of Sikhs in Punjab.
Absolutely.
He killed off generations of Sikhs, and for Bollywood actors with millions who our Sangat, some follow, they watch their films, they try and act like them. Like I think one of the Bollywood characters was called Priyanka Chopra. And so she's tweeted something to say KP Gill, he did this in Punjab, and which is ridiculous because, you know what, at the end of the day, get the facts right. He killed generations of Sikhs, our women raped, gang raped, and, you know, at the end of the day, these people have massive followings, and for them to mislead people down a road to address Sikhs as something else without doing their education, without doing their research, without finding out the factual base what happened. It shows what kind of followings these are.
Just mention that in the UK Border Agency website, if you go onto the UK Border Agency website and you can go into a country and you can find out, they have information. So the British government gives information about the country, right? So if you go onto their website, you go into India and you go into there and you go into Punjab, they'll tell you a little section about the hostility, and certain areas you can find about all parts of the world what the hostilities are. And in there specifically states that the Sikhs were subject to fake encounters, and they use the word fake encounters, where Sikhs at the time in Punjab, when KP Gill was in power then, that they would arrest Sikhs, Amritari Sikhs, just to wipe out the generation. They'd arrest them for no reason, take them away on false allegations. Then on in some kind of desert location or some kind of location where there's nobody about, let them go, say to them, go away. And as they're going away, they shoot them in the back.
But before we go that, we've got a caller on the line, and it's by Lavshinder Singh, who is part of the FSO, who are ready to, they've been arranging this event for years. So we just want to get his thoughts and his views to the Sangat, to address the Sangat on how to be on Sunday and how to show support and how they can get involved. So, Uncle Ji, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਅੰਕਲ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਸਵਾਲ ਸੰਡੇ ਲੈ ਰੈਲੀ ਲੈ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਵੀਰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਐਂਡ ਹਾਊ ਪੀਪਲ ਕੈਨ ਗੈਟ ਇਨਵੋਲਵ ਫॉर ਸੰਡੇ।
ਸੰਡੇ ਨੂੰ 4 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੋਸ ਮੁਜ਼ਾਹਰਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੂਨ 1984 ਦੇ ਘੱਲੂਘਾਰੇ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਵੱਧ ਚੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ ਹੈ ਉੱਧਰ ਨੂੰ। ਅਤੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਕਮੇਟੀਆਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੋਚਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਜ਼ਦੀਕ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਅਪਰੋਚ ਕਰ ਲਵੇ। ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰ ਲਵੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸੌਰਟ ਆਊਟ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ। ਅਤੇ ਪਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਅਤੇ 11 ਵਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ ਆ ਅਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ 11 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 1 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਸਟੇਜ ਦੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਅਤੇ 1 ਵਜੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਰੋਸ ਮਾਰਚ ਆ ਉਹ ਚੱਲ ਪਵੇਗਾ ਲੰਡਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੀ ਅਤੇ 2 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 5 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਉਹ ਟ੍ਰੈਫਿਕਲ ਸਕੁਏਅਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੈਲੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇਗੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਟਰੁੱਥ ਜਸਟਿਸ ਐਂਡ ਫਰੀਡਮ 'ਤੇ ਬੇਸਡ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ। ਅਤੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਟਰੁੱਥ ਇਹ ਆ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਜੂਨ 1984 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਤੇ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਹਿਟਲਰ ਦੇ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ, ਅਬਦਾਲੀ, ਮੀਰ ਮੰਨੂ, ਜ਼ਕਰੀਏ ਵਰਗਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਵੀ ਬੌਣੇ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ। ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੀਪਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਕਿ ਜੋ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਯੋਗ ਮਾਤਾਵਾਂ ਸੀ ਮੁਗਲਿਆ ਹਕੂਮਤ ਦੇ ਕੈਦਖਾਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਤੇ ਜੋ ਮੁਗਲ ਸਿਪਾਹੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਅਤੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹਵਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁੱਟਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਥੱਲੇ ਵਰਸ਼ਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਵਰਸ਼ਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰੋਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ। ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਟੋਟੇ ਟੋਟੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਮਾਤਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਗਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਰ ਪਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ। ਸੋ ਇਹੀ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਜੂਨ 1984 ਦੇ ਘੱਲੂਘਾਰੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹਵਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਪਰ ਸੁੱਟਿਆ ਔਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਡਿੱਗਦੇ ਸਨ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਔਰ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਲੱਤਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਦੁਫਾੜ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕੰਧਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਟਕਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਿਆ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਘੱਲੂਘਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਆਪਣਾ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 360 ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਪਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਾਂ ਢੇਰੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਅਤੇ 20ਵੀਂ ਸਦੀ ਦੇ ਮਹਾਨ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਯੋਗ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੰਤ ਜਰਨੈਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸੰਤ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪਿੰਡਰਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ, ਭਾਈ ਅਮਰੀਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਬਾਬਾ ਠਾਰਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਜਨਰਲ ਸ਼ੁਬੇਗ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਭਾਈ ਰਾਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਜਥੇਦਾਰ, ਭਾਈ ਜੋਗਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਭਾਈ ਰਿਸ਼ਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਪੀਏ ਵਰਗੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਮਹਿੰਗਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਭਾਈ ਮਹਿੰਗਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਉਹ 1 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਿਹਾੜਾ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਭਾਈ ਰਿਸ਼ਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਾ ਸੰਤ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪੀਏ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਬੱਚਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਭੁਜੰਗੀ ਕੇਵਲ 18 ਦਿਨ ਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਫੌਜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ। ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੀ 18 ਦਿਨ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਖਾੜਕੂ ਸੀ, ਕਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਤਵਾਦੀ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਔਰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸੈਂਕੜੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਔਰ 18 ਦਿਨ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 100 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਇਆ ਦਾੜੀ ਕੇਸ ਵਾਲਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭੁੰਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਸੋ ਇੰਨਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਇਆ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਔਰ ਸੰਤ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਭਿੰਡਰਾਂ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਲਸਾਨੀ ਸ਼ਹਾਦਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਜ਼ਾਦ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਾਜ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨਾ ਸਿਰਜਿਆ ਗਿਆ, ਉਸ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਦਾ ਅਹਿਦ ਪ੍ਰਗਟਾਉਣਾ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਭੇਂਟ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ ਔਰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਸ਼ਾਂਤਮਈ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਣਾ। ਔਰ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ SSO ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਢੱਕ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਜਾਵੇ, ਨੰਗੇ ਮੂੰਹ 'ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਰੋਸ ਮਾਰਚ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਣਾ ਔਰ ਪੂਰੀ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਮੂਲੀਅਤ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ ਪਰ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਬਹੁਤੇ ਬਖਰੇਵੇਂ ਹੋਣ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣੇ ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਖਰੇਵਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੌਮ ਦੀ ਆਜ਼ਾਦੀ ਆ ਕੌਮੀ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਰਪਿਤ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਸਮਾਰਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਣਾ
ਓਕੇ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਅੰਕਲ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫੋਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਤਾ ਕੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ all the information correctly is being given ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਅੰਕਲ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ look at that information from all the history of what you know how many shaheed look at the power of some of the things he mentioned in his conversation and Kulvinder Singh do you want to elaborate on some of that
there's no words to describe it to be honest with you you know a genocide is a genocide and we bleed and we cry for the Holocaust for the people of the Jewish you know for all the other peoples and all the other Tarams that have gone through these atrocities we stand with those and we feel for them but I think it's time to stand for our own people and bleed for our own people. It's time for us to say, you know what, it's good, everybody else have their thing, but when we have our thing, we must all stand together and still remember them.
Definitely.
So I think that's important.
I can see Jagmeet Singh and Kabir Singh want to speak. Go on.
The thing I just want to touch right on what Baji said is we have to understand that, you know, when we mentioned KPS Gill earlier and then we get confused at why everybody loves him still, we have to understand that there's media campaigns. The governments are utilizing the media to manipulate the people. So a lot of people are actually out there thinking, oh, he was a great guy. So you do have the Priyanka Chopras out there thinking, oh, he did a lot, when he's done the exact opposite. Now, it's funny when Deepa Singh Baji mentioned these people that are the worst enemies of our Panth. They've done the worst atrocities possible, imaginable. They are actually
war crimes.
They're actually enemies of humanity. Yeah. They've done crimes against the whole of humanity, and you have to ask yourself, how can they actually be loved? How can they actually be revered? Is because there's campaigns to make sure that they are loved. So if you were to post something negative on the internet about one of them, maybe even a comment telling the truth, not negative, but just actually as a Sikh should do. And that's why it's important to be at these rallies, and that's why Maharaj gave us Medi and Pedi. So we wouldn't just be sants, we have to be sant sipais, we have to be truthful and speak the truth. And sometimes speaking the truth means that you maybe not going to be liked because you may be telling something that maybe doesn't taste as good in other people's mouths. You have to say what is right, even if it's bitter. And you may post something and there may be 5, 6 comments that's saying the opposite of that because there's fake profiles out there and there's a campaign of misinformation. So our Sangat has to know that is what's going on. It's up to us to at least educate our youth.
Just leading on to that, we've got role models in the Panth. Bedi to all Sangat, please do your research on Jaswant Singh Kalra. He was one guy that brought to light all these atrocities, as Baji mentioned. You know, the Sikh youth going missing, etc. We've got loads of role models, Manachal, all these guys that's fought for the truth. I think we need to do more research on these shaheeds of the Panth who sacrificed their lives, family, children. Put the Panth first and for the Azadi of the Panth as well. And I think Gagan Singh's got something you want to say as well.
All I want to say is that we all go to Darbar Sahib, we go and do Darshan Maharaj, you look at Harmandir Sahib. But we need to understand and know that Sadde Shaheed Singh da khoon dulle utte. In that same sarovar that we have Ishnan in, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਖੂਨ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਦਾ ਖੂਨ ਡੁੱਲਿਆ. There's what Uncle you said, an 18-month-old baby that was shot. The dastar that we tie on our head is not made up of any material, it's made of the Shaheed Singh blood. Yeah. So we should try and take at least one day out of our busy or our kamkar and say, okay, we're going to go there and pay Shraddhanjali to all the Shaheed Singhs. Because of them, we go to Darbar Sahib Matha Tek. Because of them, we walk around in Amritsar and people say, oh, Singh Janda. Them Shaheed Singhs did not think about their family. Bibiyan didn't think about their husbands or anything. Front line, they was there. What for? For us guys. For us guys to go there so we can sit there in the Parikrama peacefully, hear nothing, hear Maharaj's Bani, Kirtan 24/7. Let's just remember that. We've got Baba Ajit Singh Ji in Jang who gave Shahidi. It's his blood in our dastar. It's not made out of no material. So let's make sure we wake up on that Sunday morning and just go to the rally and show our respects, pay our respects, unite together, and let our voice be heard, because that's what it's all about. Tell us the truth, what happened. And we want justice, and when do we want it? We want it now. We want our freedom. We want our country where we can go without fear, stay there. That's all I want to say.
You know, there's been some powerful points raised today, a lot of powerful points, and I've just got a few notes that I need to read out regarding Sunday. So there's Sunday, 4th of June, and we're going to go and get some highlights, basically. Before I read the notes out, we're going to go to highlights and some stuff from last year, what was done at the rally by one of our Sevadars, Bibi Ashmeed Kaur. She done a monologue at the Hyde Park and at Trafalgar Square. So we're going to just go on to and show some highlights. So I'll let the Sangat have a look at that.
I'm so excited. I'm in the Sad Sangat. We're doing Simran and we've even packed brote for our journey. It's hot, but I don't care. We're going to Amritsar to have darshan of Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj. My nephews begin singing Shabads at the back of the bus. It sounds so pure, so innocent. I get tireder now. My legs ache and my back ache and I end up dozing off. But my sleep's interrupted by music. Why can I... No, it's not music. I open my eyes. It's Kirtan. I've returned home. There's more police here than usual, but I end up ignoring it because nothing else matters more than being here with Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj right now. I rush into the complex. I can't believe how much Sangat is here today. The Sarovar looks as pure as ever, and I can feel Gurbani drifting through the breeze. And then I look up, and I notice this golden coat standing in the middle of the Sarovar. Harmandir Sahib's never looked so beautiful before. I take Ishnan in the pool of nectar. Go and place my head on Guruji's charan, go into the langar hall, do some seva, and then realize that nothing could really be as perfect as this. It's getting late, so I decide to sleep, especially because I want to wake up for Asadavar in the morning. I've never managed to before, but this time it's going to be different. I wake up and I'm puking. I feel disgusting, but Maj Kripa, I make it down in time for Asadavar. The Sangats, they've started to sing. And suddenly the room begins to shake. Everyone's screaming, and I swear I've just heard a blast. My ears are rattling. I get up and I run. I find myself on the Pargama. Everyone's panicking now, and I see a man take out his gun and shoot a woman in the forehead. I don't know what's going on, so I close my eyes. Waheguru. The palace is drenched in blood. The palace is drenched in blood. The palace is drenched in blood. The whole Pargama is flooded with red, which is deeper than Maharaj's Sarovar. I drop to the ground and I find myself crawling through dead bodies and beautiful beards dripping with blood. I make it to the Langar Hall. I breathe deeply to calm myself down. And the sound of crying and marching and screaming is ringing in my ear, but suddenly I can't hear anymore. I can't hear anything. Just a whistling sound in my ear. Suddenly I feel a sharp pain on the back of my head and I black out. I wake up. I'm in a small room. It's so quiet, so still. It's over. I see a figure approaching me. This must mean that I'm going to be saved. But then I feel this tugging on my hair. And my hair is being torn out of my scalp. I'm being dragged across the ground. I pass bodies of children with red drowning their tiny ceases. And now I'm being beaten with iron rods and chains. And it's piercing my already weak body. So I plead to him, please, please don't touch me. But instead, he punches my already swollen stomach, and inside me the life stops moving. And I'm screaming in pain as I bleed out my unborn child. He's forcing his weight into me and then leaves me lying in an ocean of fluids. I can feel myself leaving now. I can see Guru Ramdas Ji ready to take me away.
Can you say a few words about today and where you've come from?
I'm from Derby and I come in the remembrance of the 1984 attacks on the Syrian Mandir Sahib, and I've come to pay my respects to all the Shaheeds and all their families for their attacks.
What do you feel about this event today?
I think it's brilliant that they're creating awareness and keeping the fight going for freedom and justice for the attacks, and hopefully we can get justice in the near future.
Is this your first time or have you come before?
No, I've been before. It's been about 4 or 5 years I've been coming now, and hopefully I can keep on coming.
Thank you, Fadi.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We're here to remember the sacrifices that the Sikhs gave. If the Sikhs didn't give them sacrifices, we wouldn't be here today. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, this is a benti to all generations, particularly the younger generations amongst us, to gather at these kind of events every year. This is an opportunity for us as a Sikh community to come together as one and have one voice for us to articulate across our worries and our concerns that not enough is being done to hear the plight of the Sikh people. We come here, this is I think the 29th year now we've been coming in, and still where have we got? And really it's a time for us to not only remember our Shaheed Parwar, but also for us to come together, like I say, as one voice and one power to lobby the government. We live in a fantastic country here, you know, one of the greatest democracies in the world, in the world, particularly the Western world, and we need to inspire our younger generations to make the most of this opportunity and take part in politics. There's quite a few programs which are taking place now. There was one a few months ago, last month, for the Conservative Party, for Sikh political activists to come forward and, like I say, articulate our view across. There's also one for the Labour Party coming up soon, and in due time the other parties will also the other programs will come into effect. So please, staying at home, watching these shows from home, it's fantastic you're supporting the Sikh channel, but at the same time you need to be coming out to these kind of events. This isn't Jathebandi led, this isn't any particular party, okay, this is the Sikh community as one coming together. Okay, so please, beinti to all generations to come together as one time once a year, and join all these thousands of Sikhs that have taken time to come out. In the cold, we've braved the cold. We've braved so much, taken time out of our own busy schedules to come here today and show your support. Okay, just being here in itself speaks volumes. Okay, it's not that you have to come here and you have to do speeches like I'm doing now. Okay, because as you can tell, I'm not the best to articulate myself. But coming together, you give Vishwas, you give Honslat to your Sikh brothers and sisters that we're not alone. Okay, there's nearly 500,000 Sikhs in this country, and it's embarrassing to a certain extent that this is all we can get together, this is all we can muster together. I salute those that are here today, but at the same time, there's I don't know how many countless sitting at home watching this that could have been here today and that should have been here today. So please, we've got this opportunity. It'll be coming again next year. And there's other protest demonstrations taking place throughout the year. Please support them in your local area. If there aren't any going on, become instrumental and make these things happen. Okay. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
हेलो जी, वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। मैं बहुत खुश है ना बंदे अपने ते। हेलो जी, साथ संगत नूं सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ वाहिगुरू खालसा, वाहिगुरू फतेह।
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We're here because we're remembering the people who India who were dying, and the Indian army were killing the Sikhs, but then the Sikhs were hiding in places. So then the Indian army is too hard for them to find the Sikhs. So then they had the idea to switch the lights off, and then they called helicopters and tanks, and then they found the Sikhs, and then they had started to have a battle, and then they broke the Harmandir Sahib down. So then they rebuilded it, and that's the holy place of the Sikhs, and the Sikhs were brave, but they was not scared, so they kept on fighting, and some of them died, but it didn't matter to them. They just kept on fighting. Yeah, done.
We are here to proceed why you have killed thousands of innocent people, and you have knocked down our Guru Granth Sahib in 1984. Why keep watching Sikh channel? Why do you keep watching Sikh channel? Sat Sri Akal.
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। इत्थे मैं आया मजार ते 1984 च जो कांड होया अकाल तख्त साहब ते इत्थे मैं 12वीं क्लास तो आया ते सिख चैनल देखदे रहो एंड बोले सो निहाल सत श्री अकाल। खालसा गजे दुखी तिक्की भजे भजदे नूं राह ना लभे सत श्री अकाल। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
Welcome back to the Sikh Youth Show, which is each and every Wednesday at 9 p.m. till 10 on the Sikh channel. First, we want to thank the Sikh channel for giving Sikh youth, the Sikh youth and the Najwan of the UK and abroad a platform to understand and listen to the issues and the events going on. This Sunday, we're talking about 1984 Remembrance Rally, which is brilliant, which has been going for 33 years to remember the Hamala, the horrific attack that took place on Sri Harmandir Sahib, Sri Akal Takht Sahib. let me give you some details about that first. 11 a.m. arrival at Hyde Park at Reformers Tree, and it goes on to, we do the speeches at Hyde Park, the Sangat getting together, coaches from across the UK, which is fantastic. They're coming up from Scotland down to Southampton. You know, coaches from Coventry, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, Derby, all over, which is fantastic. We need to, I just need to say a few coach times. So Guru Nanak Gurdwara Smedik, they've booked 10 coaches, which is brilliant, and I believe nearly all the seats are full. So there's Guru Nanak Gurdwara Smedik, coaches leaving at 8 a.m. We have West Bromwich Gurdwara, Guru Har Rai Sahib Gurdwara, where there's 4 coaches going from. We have Handsworth, Baba Deep Singh Gurdwara, and also Handsworth, Somerset Road Gurdwara, Guru Nanak Gurdwara, Stratford Road, Spark Hill, Tiverdale Gurdwara, and there's coaches going from Coventry and Wolverhampton, which the Singhs are going to speak about. All the coaches are leaving at 8. If you're in an area and your local Gurdwara hasn't booked a coach, go and speak to your Pradhan. Go and tell him that we as the Naujawan, we want to go and remember what happened in 1984. We want to stand with the rest of the Sikh Panth in the UK and go to Hyde Park. The FSOs, you know, for 33 years they've been arranging this event, arranging the stage, which is brilliant. They've given a platform to get out awareness out there of what's happening. We've been talking about the documents that have been released. We've been talking about the atrocities that have took place over the years, how the Shaheed families, the Singhs have been selling T-shirts this week, raising money for the Shaheed families. They're available on Sikh Youth pages and Bhagavat.com. All these websites you're allowed to, they're available. Get them online, get your T-shirts, official rally T-shirts they are. Get the rally T-shirts, wear it, stand unified as the brothers and sisters of the UK. We've got an audience here, and we've spoken to the panel, but I want to take it to the audience and get their views. We've got a great few youngsters in the audience who've been doing things this week, so I just want to pass it over to Bhai Amar Singh. Amar Singh, do you want to address the Sangat and let them know ਆਪਣਾ ਸਵਾਲ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਏ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਰੈਲੀ ਇਹ ਸੰਡੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ
ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਸਿੱਖ ਯੂਥ ਯੂਕੇ ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਪੇ ਭਾਜੀ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲ ਸੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਯੂਥ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ 'ਤੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰੋ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਆ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਸੋ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਆਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ 8 ਕੁ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਆਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੋ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ 1984 ਵਿੱਚ ਸੋ ਵੀ 1 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਈ ਮਹਿੰਗਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਜਥੇ ਦੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਵੀਰ ਸਾਡੇ 1984 'ਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਧੀਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਪੂਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ 'ਤੇ ਹਮਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜ਼ਾਲਮ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਗਲਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਲਈ ਸੋ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ 47 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦੀਆਂ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਸੋ ਸਾਡੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੋ ਕਿਉਂ ਵਾਰ-ਵਾਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਸੋ
ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਰੈਲੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਸੰਡੇ ਫਿਰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਅ ਚੜਿਆ ਤੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੱਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ 'ਤੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ 6 ਜੂਨ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਅਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ 6 ਜੂਨ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮਹੱਲੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਗਰ ਬਸਤੀ ਮਿੱਠੂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੈਲੀ ਕੱਢਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਸੋ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਵੀ ਕੱਢੀ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਵੀ ਸੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਲੰਧਰ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਸੰਤ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਪਿੰਡਰਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਹੋਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕਈ ਸਿੰਘ ਆ ਸੋ ਬਾਕੀ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm here as part of the youth of the Band, and I am part of the G&G committee team with some more Singhs over here. And we're here to talk about how the educating the youth has started, and how that there is a camp going on at the moment at G&G Smethwick that is teaching the young kids of this band on what the truth really is about 1984 and what justice we need and what freedom we should get and that we will get. And then that also, as experience, the Norjawan have also been going to the rally, and there we've all experienced new stuff and learnt a lot from it. So personally, we really promote everyone should come to this rally. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you for Kamraj Singh and Amar Singh who've given their thoughts and sharing their thoughts to the Sangat. You know, like Amar Singh's just come from Punjab, and this is his first rally in the UK, which is brilliant. Kamraj Singh and some of the other Nojwans have been helping out at Smethwick Gurdwara. They've been going to be attending on Sunday. Everyone, just get to your local Gurdwara. You know, the local Sikh organisations, look them up on your social media. There's so many Nojwan organisations involved in this. Sikh Federation, Sikh Youth UK. You know, this week's about the Shaheed families. The charity is called Your Seva, who are doing fantastic work helping the Shaheed families. That's where we should be raising our funds and putting our daswan to. You know, this week we should be focusing on what happened in 1984 and getting our message as the come out. So we've only got 2 minutes left. So just to wrap up, we're going to just take it back to the panel and the announcements. You know, like I've said, the Birmingham coaches. Baisab, do you want to just announce the Coventry coaches and then say your last few words? Then we'll go to Jagmeet Singh, Kabir and Gagan, and then we'll just finish off. So the last couple of minutes, people.
So we've only got a few spaces left on our coach. I think there's about 4 or 5 left. So that's coach going from Gurdwara Guru Harbin Sahib Ji from Coventry. We're going to be leaving about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that coach is going. I know Guru Nanak Prakash Gurdwara Sahib, they've got 2 or 3 coaches going from there. Singh Sabha Gurdwara Sahib's probably got a couple of coaches going. So in Coventry there's quite a few coaches going. So there's an opportunity for you to go to any of those Gurdwara Sahibs, find out. And Hath Jod Ke Benti hai, yeah, don't be afraid, don't be intimidated. If you need to find out, go to the Gurdwara Sahib, ask somebody about coach, and I'm sure somebody will tell you.
Sangatji, we're going to have coaches going from Wolverhampton, so we're asking all Sangat to come with us at Sedgley Street, Gurdwara at 7:30 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 a.m. The coaches will be leaving, so please get there on time. Sangatji, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਇਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਦਲੇ ਜੇ ਕੁਝ ਬਦਲਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਬਦਲੋ. If you want something to change, you have to change something. If you want something to change something. Maharaj Kirpa, I'm running for MP of Wolverhampton Southwest, and to change things like this 1984, to make sure that we demand that what is going on, the truth gets out, please, I'm asking for your vote. So if you live in Graiseley, Maryhill, Park, Penn, St. Peter's, Tettenhall Regis, or Tettenhall Right, please get out there and vote and call all your family and friends. Thank you.
Kabir, Gagan, last 20 seconds, just quickly.
Last points, really. Please make all your banners, bring them all. Inspire all family members to come down, especially the youth. And what do you think?
Yeah, just like every Gurdwara have to have your awareness banners, get the message out there, and just to be there and unite as one, and to show your presence.
Okay, just to finish off, I want to thank the whole panel, I want to thank the audience, and I want to thank Sikh Channel for giving us a great platform. Hashtag never forget 84 all week on your Snapchats, Insta, Facebook. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Sikh Youth Show. I'll see you Sunday at the June Remembrance Rally. Never forget 1984. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.